Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Sean Dex and I welcome you back to the Mango Grove for this Ethereum USD analysis video. As you guys know, if you've been following for the past few days, we've gone long Ethereum, then we switched short Ethereum. So far, both moves have worked out really well. We are looking mainly at the 2-day time frame because, hey, that's where the easiest trades are to be had, right? The higher time frames, not specifically the 2-day. All right, so let's go ahead and see what's going on over here. It's a brand new week, so a lot to talk about on Ethereum. As you guys know, we've been watching Ethereum on the 2-day Ichimoku chart, right? This was our big sign telling us to get out of our long trade, right? The long trade that we took at 203 and then we rode it all the way up to around 220, first at 219, took the rest of my profits at around 218ish on the next day. And yeah, like I said, guys, as you guys know, I never try to catch the entirety of the trade. I want to catch the meat of it, most of the meat of it, and I'm good, and that's good enough for me, right? The easy trade, the stress-free trade. So we took profits over here, and why we take profits? Because we're looking at the cloud over here. As long as the theme wasn't closing 2-day candles inside this cloud, we weren't looking for that continuation to the upside. If it did, then we would have been very happy with that and looked for a move all the way up to perhaps 263, which was lining up with a lot of other horizontals, right? I'm on the wrong chart over here, Bitstamp. Let me switch on over to, I believe it was Coinbase, where I drew all the horizontals. Yep, over here, right? We're looking at this green box territory over here, this dotted trend line over here. I know this chart's getting really messy, guys. I do apologize, but hey, that's just how I trade and how I mark my levels. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my horizontals to keep it easy for you guys today. So we're looking at the 2-day Ichimoku, got the rejection, unfortunately, but hey, we are traders here, right? We're not just perma bulls. We're perma money makers, and as soon as we saw the signs over here, we started getting ready for a short trade to the downside, right? But again, I was looking for that confirmation, and we did see that confirmation on the lower time frames. We can start with the 12-hour. Actually, I don't want to keep this video too long, and on the 12-hour we did see that first we saw that bearish divergence between this point over here and this point over here. That did play out. We took our trade, we took our first short trade around 218ish, added to that position, and we started seeing those signs on the lower time frames as well, right? And then we go on over to the 4-hour. You saw that as soon as we broke the 4-hour 21 EMA over here, got the move to the downside. I was patient, and then as soon as we got the retest somewhere, yeah, right over here, actually didn't have to wait too long. Right over here, I got the retest and I added to my position, and then got the move all the way down to 206. Now here's the thing, right? For those of you who are just who are playing on the much higher time frames, looking for moves all the way up to like 1000ish, 1000 and all, these moves may not seem big to you, but when you're leverage trading, every dollar, $2 makes a big difference. Okay, so I'm just saying that you may want to adjust your risk and your profit horizon depending on what time frame and what leverage you are playing with. Okay, so now I do want to look at what's going on over here. Should you be interested in a trade, in a short trade to a downside? Now I do want to say that I'm looking for move perhaps all the way down to 200 and to around this move over here, around this area here, the daily 21, a retest of the daily 21 at the very least. We do have stochastics that are also crossing to a downside now, not looking pretty. So the 12-hour stochastics momentum to the downside, the daily stochastics momentum to the downside, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get that move to around 200ish. But would I be looking to enter position over here? Not really, no. I already have taken, so I've played this trade twice pretty much now. So I entered my position around 218, so I have a lot of room to play with before I get into losses. But I'm not going to be in losses now anyways, because as soon as we got the first test of around 207, I took profits and I actually re-entered my trade at around 212. So I've played out this trade twice. I wouldn't be looking to enter over here, mainly because we have a lot of support over here, which is why I've taken profits twice now actually, because I took half profits again last night. And I want to show you guys what support I'm talking about. You go ahead and turn on Ichimoku on the daily. As you can see, we have the 200 MA lining up with the price over here at around 207. Okay, as long as Ethereum holds this, we could see a bounce over here at any time. Now it's not looking pretty. We are not seeing the bounce that I would like to see, but that could also be because Bitcoin is putting a lot of pressure on Ethereum on the USD chart. Ethereum BTC isn't looking too bad at all. If you're looking at Ethereum compared to Bitcoin, Ethereum is looking pretty strong right now. It's not seeing that downward push that I would expect. So that's not giving me too much confidence on adding positions right now over here at the very least. I do believe the 200 EMA is also coming. That's not this. The 200 EMA, there you go. The 200 EMA is also lining up with price action right now, providing that support. Let's see though. Ethereum at the moment is living underneath the 200 EMA, but we haven't closed the day just yet. If we close above 210 tomorrow, I'll be taking the rest of my position out, because that'd be a sign of strength that they are trying, whoever, the bulls, the big players, whatever you want to call them, they are trying to hold this area of support, and the bears are not able to push down even the 200 EMA. This is going to look very, very good. So on the daily, we'll be seeing that, hey, the 200 EMA is getting defended, the 200 EMA is getting defended. You saw a strong bounce of the key off here, and what do you see over here, guys? Normally we bounce off the Kijun, but we went and closed over the 200 EMA and very, very far away from the 200 SMA. So these levels are being respected. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on this tomorrow. If we close over the 200 EMA, I'm out of my short position. I'm happy with that trade. Now, does that mean that we don't make a move all the way down to 194? We very well could, right? But I'm taking the probability here. I'm happy to keep my profits again. I'm long term going to be bullish on Ethereum as long as we are doing this one little thing, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys right now. I'm going to turn off the Ichimoku, turn on the Mango ribbon. I'm also going to try and keep it clean for you guys. I'm going to turn off everything but the 10 SMA, okay? The 20. That's good. Yeah, I'm going to just keep those two on over here. So as you can see, by the way, this is something that I forgot to mention. The 206 level is being provided support by the 10 SMA on the daily time frame. So that's another thing going well for Ethereum over here, which is why I wouldn't be too keen on adding short positions, okay? And this may actually, you may actually wonder on this. If Ethereum is looking good, is it likely that Bitcoin goes down? You have to start asking these questions. The market right now is giving mixed signals. As you guys know, I did take a short position on a startup position at the very least on Bitcoin this morning because of the weekly time frame. So I'm going to be very, very patient on that trade. Again, the higher time frames position, the higher time frames you play, the more patient you need to be. Like this trade, my short trade on Ethereum, right? A lot of people are like, hey Sean, it's not going down. Hey Sean, it's not going down. I'm like, be patient, right? Hey, 200. We were looking at it at around 222. It finally did play out, because why? It's a 2-day time frame. Takes 4 days to it's been 4 days, which is almost half a week, more than half a week. Okay, so what am I looking for now on Ethereum? What am I looking at? Well, the bullish sign over here on Ethereum is the weekly. Okay, we actually managed to close over the weekly 21, and I was looking at this all of Sunday, and it was not looking pretty, right? It was sitting at around 208ish. I think, let me go ahead and get an exact number for you guys. The weekly 21 is sitting at 208 and 39 cents. Okay, Ethereum closed about the weekly 21. Okay, closed about the weekly 21, and now you guys can see it is actually holding the weekly 21 EMA as support. Now the entire week does need to play out. If we do have the open and close above the weekly, I will be bullish on Ethereum. We could be seeing a higher low around here, so we may come and test the 10 SMA, perhaps come down a little bit throughout sometime this week, which would line up with us also meeting those moves on the 10 kin, the 195 197 area that I was eyeing when we started this move, right? But for now, this is looking good. Okay, this is looking good, and we do get that move over here. For those of you guys who are interested in more longer term positions, Ethereum could be doing something like this, right? Could do this and then that, something like that. Who knows? That would actually line up with this trend line over here. So let's draw that again. Maybe we do something like this. We already got the test over here, right? Now we come down here somewhere, make a higher low, then come do something like this, test over here, and who knows? We'll take it one step at a time. But that's what I'm looking at on Ethereum. Let's go ahead and talk about the lower time frames. We'll go ahead and hide our horizontals, turn on our Mango ribbon again. Oops. Turn on the 4-hour time frame, and this is looking really messy. Hide our horizontals. Okay, so on the lower time frames, I'll be looking for Jesus Christ, Sean. On the lower time frames, I'll be looking at the Tenkin and the Kijun over here. And we can go ahead and turn on the 21 EMA too if you want to add some complexity. But if we do close any 4-hour candle over the 21 EMA, you can start to look for a trade towards the upside. But in my opinion, the better time would be if we close a candle over the Tenkin. That's for the confirmation, right? So if you close over the 21 EMA, you can start to get ready. And as soon as we close over the Tenkin, you can be like, okay, you know what, this is good enough for me, and I can look for a move on over to the upside. But for now, as long as Ethereum is showing, for me, I'm gonna wait for the move to around 201. Perhaps you get that wick over here and then pop on over to the upside. things aren't looking too bad on Ethereum, even on the higher time frames. The fact that we just took over and defended the weekly 21 EMA, I won't be too bearish just yet. I want to see that candle close underneath the weekly 21, then I'll be looking for further downside. But for now, Ethereum holding the 21 is a good sign for me. And perhaps we get that wick down over here, and I'll be taking the rest of my profits. Maybe hold some for a move down to around 186, but perhaps down to the bottom of the cloud over here, 191ish. That's what I'll be looking at. Okay, but again, I don't have too much conviction in this move. I have to tell you guys, we are sitting on some support over here. The smart thing to do is to be taking profits. I've taken profits twice. I'm holding some of my trade just in case we do get that trending trade down towards the bottom. And if we do break those levels, I'll be adding on the retest of those levels. Okay, that's how I'm going to be playing it. But for now, no reason to be taking any aggressive trades unless they're staying in the face. We took a lot of altcoin trades throughout the entirety of last week, made some really good money. It's time now to not give those profits back just because you're feeling confident and you feel like you're on a winning streak, right? People tend to do that. You get on I tend to do that. That's one of my weaknesses. When I'm on a winning streak, I win, that and then you tend to get complacent. You tend to miss things that are staring you in the face. And yep, one of my rules is when I end up winning way too much, I actually try to step back from my trades. I reduce position sizes. I actually go out for a walk, and I go out to the gym. But as you guys know, I'm injured. I have that back injury, so it's psychologically even harder for me these days. I need to find other things to do. Hey, perhaps get back into some video games, some Dota, some World of Warcraft maybe. Alright, so I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. That's what I'm looking at for Ethereum USD. A quick recap again. We're looking at the daily. We have the 200 MA and again the 200 EMA that is lining us with support. For now, at least, we're living underneath, but I'll be looking for Ethereum to close above that. If it does, I'll be closing my short. Okay, boom, that's it. I'm not a bias trader. I'm not going to be forcing anything. That's what we're looking for on the the mid time frames. On the 2-day, we are looking at this Ichimoku over here. If you close within the Ichimoku, if Ethereum does manage to pop back in 223, I'll be looking for move all the way to the top of the cloud, lining up with the Kijun at 263. On the weekly time frame, we are looking at the 21 EMA over here. We have popped over the 21 EMA. We are closed over the 21 EMA. If we do manage to close another weekly above this, we can look up at a move all the way back. Hey, what do you know? The 10 king coming at around 263 over here too, right? We do have a bullish TK cross on the weekly, guys, not to be ignored. It's been a while since the Ethereum has done that. Okay, all the way over here, and look at that, right? We had that move to the upside, came, tested the Tenkin and the Kijun, had that down move, and then had that move towards the upside. Looking very similar here. Okay, cool. So that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Throw a like, throw a subscribe, hit the bell icon, all that jazz. Leave a comment down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? See you guys soon. Bye.